have a listen to that as well. Carolyn Bowen, 35. She was asked about the actions. She was asked about her actions on the day of the murder. Okay.
Hey, what's this all about? Why are you keeping me here? What could I possibly have to do with you? Huh? I was home all day on that day. So what? You found his lighter at the murder scene? Is that so? I wonder why. So, is he a suspect now? I don't know anything about it. I don't give a rat's ass about that cheating bastard.
I'm not gonna lie, you sound so guilty, it's not even funny.
I don't give a rat's ass. I don't give a rat's ass about that cheating.
Come on, okay, so if he's cheating on her, and she's like, I don't give a rat's ass about that cheating bastard, it's not reasonable for me to be like, wow, jealousy sure is ugly. I'm sorry, he's cheating on her. That's so weird.
I don't give a rat's ass about that cheating bastard. Can I just go home now? I don't want to deal with a murder investigation.
She's rather emotional. Is she unstable?
She seemed rather guilty, but I wouldn't say she was unstable. What the hell is that?
That's just normal, Dr. Kimishima. You're a little too calm.
Well, I have my moments too.
Oh, you sure do.
Anyway, Carolyn's insisting that she was home the entire time.
Is there any way to prove that?
No, there aren't any witnesses. She says she was alone the entire time.
Did she know that Sean and Abigail were together that night?
No, we told her that her husband is a suspect in a murder investigation. She shouldn't know that Sean was involved with Abigail. We're trying to keep the details under wraps.
I see. If that's the case, then she...
That she knows too much, yeah.
What do you mean?
Let's listen to her testimony one more time. Pay attention.
So now we get to listen to the particular topic of this.
Hey, what's this all...
And we're gonna look for the line that says,
I don't give a
cheating bastard.
Right at the end. Why did she call him a cheating bastard?
Maybe he's cheated on her before. He looks like a player. I mean...
That could be a possibility. But what if there was another reason?
Like what?
Well, for example...
Woman's intuition. Saw him with Abigail. Woman who knew too much.
What if she had seen Sean and Abigail together?
That would explain her hostility.
If that's the case, then she did witness what happened to the victim that night. This might lead us to something even more important.
Picking up some snacks with jelly babies. Right, okay, let's go over information.
Hey, little guy, I need something analyzed.
Sure. Is it the lighter that was found at the murder scene?
Yes, I just need you to find any fingerprints on it.
Fingerprints? Just a second. There seem to be a lot of them. Oh, wait. They're all the same set of prints, repeated over and over.
Can we find out whose they are?
Let's see. These are Carolyn Bowen's.
Bingo. So the one who left this lighter at the scene was...
Are you seriously asking me a question?
Right. Sean's wife left the lighter at the murder scene.
The game must think I'm a fucking idiot.
Carolyn Bowen, Sean's wife, left the lighter at the scene of Abigail's killing. Her interrogation suggests that she saw her husband together with the victim. Does this mean that Carolyn is behind both the murders in this investigation?
Can't say for sure.
True. Even if she had a reason for killing Abigail, she had no motive for Alma's murder. But she may be able to provide us with information regarding Abigail's murder. I need a little more information from her. That's the little guy's job.
Okay.
Oh, Dr. Kimishima, what's this?
It wasn't Sean who left the lighter at Abigail's murder scene. It was Carolyn. That makes her our most probable suspect now.
Really? I wonder what HQ's going to think when they hear this.
I don't... I'm not interested in your office politics.
I know that. So, what do you think? Honestly.
I find it most likely that she's not the killer.
Yeah.
Still, she may have witnessed something. If she finds herself our main suspect, perhaps that will loosen her tongue a bit.
I see. I'll use this info when I speak to her then.
You're going to talk to her yourself?
Oh, the card's gone.
It takes a liar to catch a liar. I'm good at this kind of thing.
We all got secrets, don't we? I'll be counting on you.
Right. Oh, by the way, Abigail's cell phone has been repaired.
Great. Were the records of received calls intact?
She did receive a call during the time we believe she was at the restaurant.
However,
We've traced the call to a nearby payphone.
I see. I wonder if this information will lead us anywhere.
We're going to ask around the area if there were any witnesses near the phone, but we don't expect much.
Oh shit, where the fuck did the game I was playing go? There we go.
Still, there's no doubt that that was the last call made to her cell phone.
I see. So there's a good chance that call came from the murderer after all. Abigail was called out from a public phone.
Then she was killed.
We'll continue looking into the deal with the payphone. Oh, we spoke to the chef again, too. Check out the recorder when you have time.
All right, I'll listen to...
Updates and updates and updates and updates and updates. And yes, like I say, the autopsy detective, whatever sections take ages. Payphone call. New details have been added to the cook's account. Let's have a look at that. All right.
How'd she act? Let me think. I remember that she was talking on her phone. I clearly remember that she left the restaurant in a hurry soon after that. The man who was with her left in a bad mood afterwards. No, it wasn't that he went after Miss Abby. No, he left the restaurant an hour after Miss Abby did.
Oh, he waited an hour.
A glass of wine to the table. The gentleman drank it all himself before he left. I remember
Wine.
being disappointed because they ordered a very fine wine.
Dr. Kimishima.
Wine.
Received a recording.
Another one?
Questioning? Who is it this time?
Carolyn Bowen, Sean's wife. Once they confronted her about the lighter, she started talking.
I see. I'll
Oh.
So what if my fingerprints were on the lighter? That's got nothing to do with... Huh? Why am I a suspect? No, I'm telling you it wasn't like that. That skank! I didn't report it because I knew I'd get dragged into this mess.
Report what?
That's right. I happened to be out that day and saw them dining together. They looked like they were having the time of their lives, and I lost it. I was going to charge in there and slap both of them, and then the skank left the restaurant still on her phone. I followed that slut, but just because I was curious. I didn't want her to get away. Of course I was angry. She went into a warehouse not far from there. I couldn't see too well from where I was hiding, but she didn't come out for a while, so I peeked into the warehouse. And there was this hairy beast. It was on top of her. It was doing something to her hand with its terrible claws. I knew she'd been killed, but I had nothing to do with it. I mean, it serves her right. Did she think she could just steal any man she wanted? That's probably when I dropped the lighter. Of course, I didn't report it. I would have been the very first suspect.
What?
This is one weird testimony.
What is this?
Our murder investigation suddenly turned into a monster hunt.
Quite.
We had a sketch artist create a picture from her account, but are there any animals size around here?
Is that a Hollow Knight enemy? What the fuck is that?
Don't be ridiculous. It's someone wearing a mask and some kind of costume.
I thought as much. Could the killer be insane?
Who can say? There's no way to know anything yet.
Crazy monster. Alright, let's compile all of our shit. Are you still analyzing the fucking Wine glass. All right. Someone called her out. No. Abigail's time of death. Well, combine that with the payphone call.
Pieces of information can fill in Abigail's timeline that night until her death. When was she last seen before she died?
Oh, word. How many days ago? 3.
That's right. She was seen at a restaurant that she was a frequent customer at. The one with her at the time was...
Von Bowen?
Correct. She was witnessed there with her boss. Afterwards, she left the restaurant alone. The reason she left was...
To the phone call.
Yes. A phone call caused her to leave the restaurant immediately. But where did this call come from?
The payphone nearby.
The payphone near the murder scene. It's most likely that the killer called her from the public phone, then waited for the victim to arrive and ambushed her. That would be what happened on Abigail's last night in this world.
Okay, so we have Abigail's last night. That reads, yeah, who did the actual murder? Well, can we compare the crazy monster? No, we can't. Can we crazy monster? No. Compare these two? No. Is that all? Surely we can do more. That seems like all I can do. Same killer, crazy monster. No. That's it. No, it's not. I'm not done. Otherwise, something would have happened. Did I give the lighter away? I think I did. Yeah. Piece of paper. I actually don't know what to do. Oh, wait, is there more? There we go. No, wait, huh? I don't know what to do here. Alright. The murderer, Caroline saw, seemed to have been wearing some kind of costume. There was something else.
From the sketch, the murderer was wearing a mask. Now I know what that white shard from the fireplace was. It must have been from the mask that the murderer was wearing while committing the crimes.
Okay. Masked suspect.
Why would the murderer throw the mask into the fireplace? Whatever the reason, it helps to sort everything out. Okay, I need to sort out the information I have on hand. My main concern right now is the costume worn by whoever killed the 2 women. How did it end up in the fireplace in the Parker residence, where Alma was murdered? The most logical reason that can be considered at the moment is...
destroy the evidence, obviously, but...
Yes, putting it in the fireplace could be an attempt to destroy it. And if that is the case, something strikes me as odd about how Joseph, Alma's husband, was acting.
Wasn't Alma killed ages ago?
That is...
Confessed to the murders. Yes.
He confessed to Alma's murder from the very beginning. If he was willing to confess, what reason would he have to hide any evidence? Let's assume for a moment that someone else is the real killer. Can we follow this hypothetical person's steps? This person would have killed both Alma and Abigail. The first person to be killed would have been...
This only makes sense if Abigail was killed first. Yes.
Right. Alma's corpse was found first, but Abigail had been killed before then. In other words, the killer wore a costume to kill Abigail, then killed Alma the next day, after which the costume was discarded into the fireplace. However,
Correct.
we haven't found the murder weapon yet. There were no traces of it in the fireplace. The killer would also have some connection to the two victims as well. We can assume that Abigail personally knew her murderer. The reason for this is...
Pulled herself in. Was wearing the killer's shirt.
she received a phone call from a payphone to call her out. The killer knew Abigail's phone number, and Abigail rushed out right after receiving the call. It's unreasonable to think that she would do that for someone she didn't know. Similarly, there's a good chance that Joseph knows the killer as well. This is because...
He's lying to protect him.
yes, if that wasn't so, Joseph would have no reason to defend whoever killed his wife. So, is the killer someone that the entire Parker family would be acquainted with?
Oh God. Scary. That was so abrupt.
Dr. Kimishima, sorry to keep you waiting. We've taken a look at the clock we recovered from the Parker house and... Whoa!
Oh yeah? Well? Dude, you okay?
Hello? Naomi, can you hear me?
That little Alyssa?
So, what are you doing there?
Wow, I can hear you. This guy let me in.
Little guy?
This girl said that she really had to talk to you.
All right. Alyssa, can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
What's her
I
name?
need to do some work with the man you're with.
Alyssa who?
Girl, and be quiet for a little bit.
Okay.
Okay. So, about that clock.
Yes, I heard that much. Get to it.
As you mentioned, the decoration on the clock matches the wound on the corpse's head. It probably fell off the desk and struck the victim's head. This may have happened while she was struggling with her assailant.
I see. Is it possible for that wound to have been the cause of death?
No, that's impossible. The impact wouldn't have been enough to kill someone. We've inspected the exterior of the clock, but it doesn't seem that damaged either.
I see. Little guy? What's that sound?
That's the clock.
Sorry. Looks like this clock is the kind that plays a little tune.
Hey, Naomi?
Alyssa, you said that you'd keep quiet.
I'm sorry, but that clock is broken.
Broken? Where?
I mean, I know how this song goes. But this one part sounds all weird.
Huh? Little guy, has anybody looked inside the clock?
1 second.
Sorry, you examined it but didn't look inside the clock? Come on. Amateurs, the lot of you.
What the? Dr. Kimishima, there's something inside.
We may have
Oh.
found just what we're looking for. Thank you, Alyssa.
Oh. What kind of knife is that? A steak. Sorry. Prematurely swallowed that jelly baby without chewing it first. Right, in that case. No? We can get it analyzed. Yes, we can. So, analyze it.
More about this weapon, little guy.
Oh yeah, no problem. It has an X-shaped cross-section, and it's 25 centimeters long.
It matches
It's thinner,
what we've been looking for.
and it's shaped more like a steak than a knife. This isn't a commercially available weapon.
Oh no.
This is just a piece of steel with sharpened edges.
Huh. So the killer made it?
It seems that way. It's a poor cutting implement, but it could certainly be used for stabbing.
I see. This could be the weapon then.
That is for sure the weapon. And when I combine that with, wait, what? Hilt? What about the hilt? Aha! Okay, weapon blade to weapon inconsistency.
Yes. If we put these together, it should be easier to identify the weapon. The victims, Alma and Abigail. They both died from being stabbed in the chest by a weapon with the same shape. Their wounds match the shape of the weapon found inside the clock.
Oh, I really thought that was going to be solid evidence.
Two of
Definite
them
weapon.
Killed with the same weapon. This handmade steak.
Right, okay. we can identify that the hilt apparently has the same warped circle as this mark.
The shape on the end of the weapon's hilt appears to match the bruise on Alma's hand. This bruise could be from Alma pushing her hand against the hilt of the weapon. If that's the case, then the person who used this weapon would have to be...
Alma. The only thing that makes sense.
Yes. If the weapon is used by thrusting forward while applying pressure with the palm, then the only way Alma could get this bruise is if she was the one wielding the weapon. But what does this mean?
Didn't kill herself, did she? Huh. Okay, oh, wait.
Abigail was killed by the stab wound in her chest. The shape of her stab wound perfectly matches the shape of the weapon found in the clock. The bruise on Alma's palm indicates that she had been using the weapon. If Abigail was murdered by Alma, it would make sense for Abigail to respond to a phone call from her mother. There's also Abigail's final words to consider.
Right, I did forget that.
Huh.
Why would she say that? Indeed. This is a weird case. If Alma's the killer, why did Abigail's last words tell her mother to run? Is Alma a suspect?
That's right. The killer was wearing a mask and covered in fur at the time. Even as Abigail lay, she had no idea that her killer was her own mother. That's why she called out, to warn her mother away. From the phone call, she would have assumed that her mother, Alma, was somewhere nearby. But if Alma is the murderer...
Who was Alma's murderer?
How did she end up killed by the weapon that she had been using?
Oh, what is this case? This case is weird.
Analysis have come in.
Good. Which analysis was this?
The wine glass. Something else was detected in the residue.
Well, what is it?
We've detected traces of benzodiazepine in the wine.
Oh yeah, I love a bit of benzodiazepine.
Benzodiazepine. Isn't that used in sleeping pills and anti-anxiety medication?
That's right. It seems to have been mixed in with the wine.
Okay.
Little guy, was there any benzodiazepine found in Alma's body?
Oh, why? The results of the drug test came up with a negative on that.
That's all right. I just wanted to make sure that she wasn't the one taking it.
Okay.
Oh, solid evidence. Benzodiazepine and wine. Okay. Who killed Alma? We can combine these two. No, we can't. Wait. Same kitten. Yeah, these two. No? Oh, ooh. What's this? I think that's all I can do.
If we believe that Alma is the one that killed Abigail, then Alma put the sleeping medication into the wine. The one who drank it was...
Abigail.
That was careless.
Sure was. Huh? Oh, wait. Joseph, sorry.
Yes,
What do you mean? Are you saying...
that's right. Alma tried to kill Joseph as well.
But Dr. Kimishima, isn't that just...
The weapon left a bruise on her palm. That is proof that she used the weapon.
But she was killed by that same weapon.
That's where the cut from Joseph's hand came from. From Alma. Did Joseph actually really kill Alma then?
That's true. Let's stay calm and think this through.
Yeah, let's talk it out. Let's talk it out. Let's workshop
We
this.
have evidence that there was a struggle between Joseph and Alma, don't we? That is,
The blood on Alma's sleeve.
indeed, the bloodstains are quite likely from when Joseph was injured and grabbed Alma's wrist during the struggle.
Then, did Joseph kill Alma during that fight?
I'm just saying that this is one conjecture we could make.
But there's no motive. The family reportedly got along well.
Little guy, where is Mr. Parker right now?
Huh? He's still being detained.
Good. Tell him something. Tell him we found the weapon Mrs. Parker was using inside the clock.
All right, I'll do that. Where are you going, Dr. Kimishima?
I'm going back to the murder scene. I want to find Alma's motive.
Alright, guess we're doing this.
Oh, Dr. Kimishima, can I bother you for a moment?
What's the matter?
HQ contacted me just a moment ago. It seems Joseph Parker has a message for you.
The victim's husband? But why?
I don't know.
This message is for whoever is investigating my case.
He's gonna tell me to stop.
I don't know who you are, but I'm impressed by your skills. Go to my house and check above the fireplace. My wife's diary should be behind the stones. You must already know that I can't stand. So that's the only thing I couldn't get rid of. If you read it, you might find out what my wife was truly feeling. Please, make use of that information.
That's it. Did you get all that, Dr. Kimishima?
I heard every word. I'll have to check above the fireplace. Above the fireplace. Alma's diary is in here?
Yeah, well, we can take it out then.
Here it is. I should take it back to the office and go through it.
Is there anything else I can look at? Need to use this thing, don't I? Wait, hold on. I forgot how to use those things, you know. The other tools. I can't imagine there's anything else I could look at. And if there is, then I'll just go back.
Oh, Dr. Kimishima, can you spare a moment?
I do if it's about the case.
Well, of course it is. Alma Parker's autopsy is about to begin.
Good. I hope they find something.
Yes, and regarding the results from the auto-imaging scan, a tumor has been found in Alma Parker's prefrontal lobe.
A tumor?
Yes, it's about 5 centimeters in diameter, and it seems to have been causing CVD.
What's CVD?
Cerebral vascular disorder. If that's so, then
Yes, well, even if she hadn't been killed, she didn't have much time left.
Right.
that's not the point. Tumors in the prefrontal lobe cause visual and auditory hallucinations. There's the chance that this may explain her strange behavior.
Wait, so you think this is related to the case?
I found Alma's diary above the Parker's fireplace.
What? Then Joseph was...
He was telling the truth. Reading this may tell us more.
I write this diary giving thanks to the mountains and to the flowing waters. My headaches continue today. That bruise seems to have gotten bigger, too. Should I see a doctor?
A bruise. What is she referring to?
Bruise on the palm. A left. Black bruise on the right palm? Yeah.
That's right. She was still alive when she got that bruise on her hand.
I write this diary. A miracle happened today. I can barely believe it. I heard God's voice, beautiful and pure. The bruise on my hand is a sigil passed on to me by God Himself.
I see. Well, I'm no theologian, but I doubt this was a revelation from God.
So did Alma forcibly cut the same sigil on Abigail?
What happened to her was caused by...
Being auditory hallucinations.
Right. Her experience was likely caused by the tumor in her prefrontal lobe. She interpreted the whispers of her disease as the voice of the Creator.
I write this diary giving thanks to the mountains and to the flowing waters. Today I heard a shocking premonition. We were walking the path against God's divine will. My pain was inflicted on me as a punishment and a warning to me and my family. I cannot let this be. I must save my family. I write the preparations have been made. I will become the beast of the Lord and lead my loving family. I will sever them from this world and engrave the sigil upon their bodies too.
Thought so.
Abby,
Which is why he has it on his hand.
little girl, I willingly become the beast so I can save you.
Beast of the Lord. That explains the fur.
I write this diary, giving thanks to the mountains and to the flowing waters. I learned a terrible truth today. My little Abby never reached his side. It's my fault. I severed her connection before engraving the sigil. Ah, my loving daughter. Please forgive your mother for being so foolish. Joseph will be saved. I will engrave his sigil and lead his soul. I'll make sure it won't hurt. Joseph, let us be reunited in his world.
The diary ends here. Alma died after writing this. The sigil that she says she engraved onto her daughter is... That's right. Alma thought the black bruise on her hand appeared as a holy sign. That's why she thought she was saving her daughter's soul using the same pattern. She also planned to do the same to her husband. When she said she'd make sure it won't hurt, she meant... Indeed. This diary answers a number of the questions we've had regarding this case.
White.
Until this point, I had thought that Alma and Abigail had been killed by the same person. But now it's clear who killed Abigail. And yet, there are several things found at the crime scene that could not have been Alma's doing. I need to review the information we have to determine if these murders were committed by the same person.
Man, that's actually kind of sad. I can't even dunk. Like, I was gonna be like, oh man, Christianity is kind of wild, man. But also, like, I can't dunk, man. Was it cerebral vascular disorder? Yeah. Man, that's actually kind of sad. I actually do feel for them, for the family. There was something else I was gonna say. Ah, it's gone now. Never mind.
Hey, little guy, I have something else that I need you to analyze for me.
You do? I thought we've already been through everything.
It's more that I want you to sort through what we know. Alma wore the mask and the fur when she killed Abigail. However, Alma couldn't have done everything herself. For example,
I'm a fucking idiot. Sorry.
yes, Alma didn't stab herself, and there were obvious attempts to hide evidence after Alma's death. One such piece of evidence is... Yes, Someone tried to destroy the costume Alma wore in the fireplace.
Joseph did kill Alma.
Is
He was telling the truth the entire time.
indeed, the weapon Alma is believed to have used was hidden inside the clock.
Only one person was able to do this.
Yes. Now we can finally see everything that happened in this case.
We done it. Conclusion reached. Yeah, okay. Sum it up.
The dead shall speak. Let's put together the truth of what happened here. In a way, you could say Alma Parker is the first victim. She had a gigantic tumor within her prefrontal lobe. The conditions caused by the tumor changed her.
Huh? Give me a second. I need to do something real quick. So I'm taking screenshots, but it's combining, for some reason it's combining with the Grand Blue screenshots, which I forgot to sort out. So literally, honestly, this will take me 10 seconds to sort that out. We're now good. Do you want to stop?
This card has the evidence of that.
The tumor had this terrible effect on Alma. Oh, I did it again, sorry. What affected, might be that, but there we go.
Yes, she believed her hallucinations were divine visions. Parting with the world, her beloved daughter was first. It was that same love that led to Alma's attack. This card proves the violence Alma carried out on her Abigail.
Could it be that, or?
Indeed.
Yeah.
She put on a mask and fur, then killed her.
Oh, the other thing I was gonna say is that the Beast of the Lord goes hard. as a title.
She kept screaming.
I shall become the Beast of the Lord. Are you crazy? That sounds so cool.
Abigail's last words are proof of that.
Mom! Stay away! Run!
After the murder, Alma tried to guide her child's soul. The proof of that is on this card.
There.
This is likely what Mrs. Bowen witnessed. But Alma thought she had failed to save Abigail's soul. In order to guide the soul to its rightful place, Alma thought the sigil needed to be applied before death. So she made careful preparations for Joseph's murder. The evidence of that is shown on this card.
The wine.
Yes, but this plan failed to work. Joseph woke from the pain and struggled with her.
Of course, sorry. No matter how much sleeping pills you put me on, if someone's carving shit in my hand, I'm gonna wake up. At least I would hope so. His bloodstain.
Alma wore the mask and fur again to kill her husband. That's why Joseph didn't know it was Alma attacking him. He desperately caught her hand, resisting her. And in the ensuing struggle, they fell, stabbing Alma.
And that's why it went straight through her.
When Joseph removed his attacker's mask, he realized it was first thought that both cases had the same murderer.
Don't know what happened there, sorry guys.
But with so many mysteries solved, I know that can't be. This is the card with proof of the reason why that is. I can't mess around anymore. It's time to get serious.
Oh, what? What proves that both murders could not have been done by the same killer is that.
Yes. After Alma's death, someone erased evidence of her guilt. No matter how it was done, it couldn't have been Alma. And so the truth of this card is brought to light. This person wanted to hide Alma's crimes. First, her costume was destroyed in the fireplace. The weapon she used was hidden within a clock in the house.
At this point, he didn't even know that Abigail, she'd already killed Abigail.
Alma seemed like a victim. This card shows who took this effort to exonerate Alma. Joseph knew Alma was not a woman who could commit murder. Her bizarre acts were a result of her brain tumor. Even then, she still loved her husband and cared about him. Her final words are proof of that.
Joseph, my love, I'm sorry. I can't save you.
Right. Yo, this shit is actually so tragic.
Life's light was put out.
Naomi, you have a call from Mr. Parker.
Yes. I was just thinking about visiting you. All right. I'll be there soon.
Will you be all right? If you think there's any danger.
Chief, what do you think love is?
I wanna know what love is.
A true love in which each thought of the other to the end. That may well have been the integral part of this case.
I want you to show me. Sorry. Oh god. There you are.
I can't guarantee it's any good. Alma always made coffee.
Thank you.
My wife, she was the best companion a man could hope for. Even when I was stubborn or angry, she still loved me.
Cool motive, still obstruction?
It's
Yeah,
the duty
but
to
like,
tell the truth.
you can sympathize with the guy at the same time.
You loved her. Even if you'll be misunderstood and branded a killer, you wanted to hide the fact that Alma tried to kill you.
I'd be better off if she had killed me. There's absolutely no way she'd kill me without a cause. She must have had some reason for what she did.
Do we tell him that she was hearing shit?
If it ends like this, Alma will be known as a lunatic. You have to find out what truly happened to my wife. Please.
Sorry about that. You were meant to see that keyboard.
Yes.
I pressed the wrong button. I was trying to take a screenshot.
Death comes to everyone. I'm a little jealous.
I'm sorry, is Naomi a death seeker? Did I forget that part about her character?
Oh, there you are, Dr. Kimishima. I was looking for you.
I see. What do you want?
I have the report from the Oxford autopsy.
Tell me all about it, right now.
Right. Her brain tumor was kind of, well, strange.
Strange? Could you be any more vague? Were you actually present at the autopsy?
Well, yes, but it was a condition I've never seen. The tissue around the tumor was black. Nobody knows why.
Black? The same as with Veronica. Remove that tumor. I'll have a friend at Resurgam check it. And I want the death certificate made by the end of the day.
You want me to do all that?
No excuses. Get to it right now.
I'm on it.
Veronica's death. An old woman losing her mind. What in the world is going on?
Almost as if they're all connected.